Okay, we're going to do a quick video on how to field strip a 1911. This is a 1911, and we're going to break it down. We're going to clear it, make sure there's nothing in the magazine, nothing in the chamber, and just for video's sake I'll stick my finger in there and wiggle it around, look like I know what I'm doing. Alright, so first thing I'm going to do is going to take the slide off. There's a button on the side, hold your finger over it, slide it back until you get in there. There's a little lump right there, a little cutout. We're going to slide it back until that lines up with this pawl on the slide release. So once it does, we'll push our finger and that'll pop out. Then we'll hold it and pull that out. Looks easy and it is. That spring's got a lot of tension on it. We pop that guy apart. Yipes. Fire a lot of rounds through this guy. Now we're going to take this apart. Now they make this tool, you stick on there and spin it, but most people that have been in the military didn't get one of those. An old casing will work just fine. Grab it, push down, and give it a little twist. As you push down, give this a turn, and then slowly let it out. It's fun to do in a foxhole. There's your spring. Take a look at the way the spring came out. This is the closed end, there's an open end. The closed end goes in first. This guy takes care of the open end and protects it. Yeah, that'll work if you're screwed, but you're pretty screwed at that point. So, then we take the guide rod out, and we take the barrel out through the front. Oh, duh. We turn this and pop that out back around. There's a lock on it, so it only turns a certain way, and you pull it back out, and the barrel comes out. So there we go. This is field strip. There's lots to do to take apart in here, but not often and not in the field. So we're going to take some cleaner. I'm using Hops number 9. And I'm using a M Pro 7, who cares, whatever lubricant that you like the best. I'm going to clean this up really good. Clean the slide, or the ramp. Clean all the goobers off of this. .1911s are well-made guns. They're a lot more forgiving than people like to give them credit for. This particular one's a Kimber, so the clearances are really tight. You get an old Smith & Wesson or military issue, there's lots of slop in it, and it'll go a long way before it needs cleaned. Wipe that off. We're not getting crazy. This is if you're field stripping it, just to keep it working for a while. You get it home, you can do a much better job. So that guy is good. I'm going to run some cleaner or solvent through the barrel. Give that a few minutes to set. Clean this slide out. This one's not too terribly dirty considering, I mean, if you were using it out in the field constantly, shooting Japs, commies, whatever you're after, I don't know, it depends on how old you are. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that anymore. Oh well. So wipe that up pretty good. Get a few more chunks out of there. And could run this guy down, holding it with the guide rod, and get a little solvent in there, and that'll clean that up pretty good. Now we're going to change heads. Throw a brush on here. Lots of talk about only going one way. Yeah, I hear you. We get that rifling cleaned out really well. Then I'm going to go back to this guy. Put her back together, drop the barrel in, wrong model, there we go, drop the barrel in. I'm going to grab the lock nut, stick it in until it clicks, go sideways with it. Put that in, closed end first. Well, we'll probably put the slide in first. Slide guide rod. There we go. You push it down until it's. Slide that over till it catches the edge. Now you can either use this tool or an old casing, and you're going to push down and turn just like that, and it'll go over it. We're good to go. Pop a little lube in these grooves. Ooh, maybe that. Not quite that much. A little lube on the slide, on the ramp. Too much lube if you're using it in the field, it's going to get dirty. If you use too much lube, it'll just grab dirt. Sometimes they give you a little bit of trouble. Slide it back until that guy's lined up. You see my asshole scratches on my expensive Kimber, but I didn't buy it to put it under glass anyway. There we go. Gave me a little trouble that time. And dry fire to make everybody freak out. And we're good to go. Back in business. This gun gets a lot of use. A lot. I take it deer hunting. I know, go ahead, freak out. But I don't use the laser for deer hunting. I have some extra grips for that. But for the money I paid for this, I'm using the hell out of it. I don't mind a few scratches. That'll do it.